Hi, I'm Kevin. For dinner tonight, we're fixing Tuscan salmon. It's a one skillet meal, and boy, it's really delicious. Let me move you over to the stove. All right, we're at the stove, and I have my skillet set over medium heat, and I've added 2 tablespoons of butter and about a tablespoon of olive oil. And the olive oil will stop the butter from burning. And again, that's medium heat. And then I'm going to sprinkle salt and pepper directly into the pan. Always use freshly ground pepper whenever possible. It has much better flavor than the stuff you buy in a can. Okay? Then we're going to sear some salmon. And what I have here is 1 pound of salmon with the skin removed. In it goes. And we're going to sear the salmon, for about 2 minutes on each side. So I'll come back when the salmon is properly seared. Alright, my salmon is nicely browned, although it is certainly not cooked all the way through. So I'm going to transfer it to another plate here. Set this aside for a moment, and then we need to deglaze the pan. And for this, I'm going to use a couple of things. This is vegetable stock, and we'll add a lot of steam. I'm going to add about a half cup. I'm also going to add some dry French vermouth. Now, you could use only vermouth or only vegetable stock. The choice is entirely yours. And again, about half a cup. And then, while the liquid bubbles, take a wooden spoon or spatula and scrape up the little stuck-on bits of salmon, because they are caramelized and loaded with flavor. And of course, as this boils, the alcohol in the vermouth will dissipate. Okay, next we're going to add about 3/4 of a cup, and you'll need to clutch your pearls here, of heavy cream. Yum. And then we're going to bring this to a boil. Yeah, this is a super fast one skillet meal. Mr. Fox and I actually had something called Tuscan salmon at a local restaurant recently. Of course, we ate outdoors because there's a pandemic and we don't like to eat indoors in restaurants, even if it's allowed. Anyway, we loved the salmon. And just wait till you see what else we're going to add to this. Well, first we're going to return the salmon. And then going to lower the heat a little and add some sun-dried tomatoes. And these I purchased from a local farm store. I think they dry the tomatoes themselves. And they are cut into, julienne strips. If you can only find bottled sun-dried tomatoes packed in olive oil, those will work as well. And if they're not cut into julienne strips, you'll need to cut them yourself. And I'm adding, roughly 1/3 of a cup. of the tomatoes. Boy, this smells good already. And then I'm going to add 1 can. Let me show you the can. This is a 15.5 ounce can of cannellini beans. Just sprinkle those in. Not over the salmon, but between and around the fillets. Then add some greenery. You could use chopped kale or torn Swiss chard, whatever you have. I'm going to use a big handful of baby spinach. And we're going to let the spinach wilt under cover. So I'm covering the pan, and I'm going to let this cook for about 4 minutes. So we'll be back. And I do have the heat turned down to low. And as the cream simmers, it's going to turn very thick, and it's going to create this luscious sauce for the salmon. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, well, that was fast. The spinach has wilted, all the beans are hot, and the sauce has thickened. So I'm going to plate this up, and then I'll show you what the finished meal looks like. Okay, here's our lightning fast Tuscan salmon. You can see the cannellini beans and the sun-dried tomatoes and the baby spinach, which again you could substitute for another green. Even arugula would work. And here in the middle is the salmon, which is perfectly cooked, but it is not overcooked. This is my serving. This is Mr. Fox's serving. And this is the wine we're going to enjoy with this meal. Okay, a little taste. Yeah, the salmon, as I said, is cooked, but it is not overcooked. It's very creamy. Exquisite. Creamy and delicious. And the beans. The beans are wonderful too because they've absorbed, excuse me, I'm talking with my mouth full, hold on. Yeah, the beans are ridiculously delicious too because they've absorbed all of the flavors in the dish, including the vermouth, the vegetable stock, the cream, and the sun-dried tomatoes. So as you've just seen, this is a super simple 1 skillet dinner. There goes my cat, Tiger. She likes salmon too. Simple dinner, super fast, super easy to do. I hope you'll give it a try someday. And be sure to subscribe and tap the little bell icon to receive notifications. Also, please leave a comment below because I love hearing from you. I'll see you very soon with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.